Recently, the nonprofit organization A to Z hosted a village and then some. It was a celebration of traditional African cultures full of music, storytelling, food, and more. The event was designed to raise awareness of the organization's mission to enrich the lives of the children in Zambia, Africa. I sat down with sisters and founders of A to Z, Lusungu and Kondi, to learn more about the organization, their passion for education, and their commitment to giving back to the children of their homeland. Lusungu, Kondi, how are you ladies doing this evening?
Doing just fine, thank you.
You ladies recently had an event at the Taps Art Center. Would you tell me a little bit about it?
Yes, the event was called A Village and Then Some, and we organized this event as a fundraiser for A to Z, which is a nonprofit that my sister and I co-founded. And we have a group of volunteers that's going to be going with us to Zambia. At the event, we decided to bring African culture, and by that I mean we had several friends that participated with us in bringing storytelling, traditional dancing, and a special food tasting to those that came to the event.
Food was awesome, by the way. It was great.
Thank you.
So tell us now, what country in Africa are you ladies from?
We're from Zambia. Zambia is towards the bottom, the southern part of Africa, right above South Africa, Zimbabwe, and then you have Zambia.
Okay. So now your organization, tell us a little bit about, I know you guys are helping educate children, but tell us a little bit how you're doing that and what makes it so special.
With A to Z, we believe that education is the future. Here in America, people believe that, and they believe that also back home. A to Z was started because being given the opportunity to go to college here in the U.S., I always knew that it was our responsibility to give back to our people. There's that saying, to whom much is given, much is required. And so there was an understanding that the education system here in America is on another level than the education system in Zambia. So when we go home, we provide professional development to the teachers. And when we go, we don't try to tell the teachers what to teach or how to teach, but rather we ask the teachers, what is it that you would like to know more about? Some teachers have said, I want to know how to teach writing, or how to teach reading, or what do I do with my students who finish their assignments quickly? The opposite end, what do I do with my students who take forever to complete their assignments? What do I do with my students who are naughty? And so we go to meet needs. We go to meet physical needs, but then also to touch the lives of teachers as well as children. We also provide professional development for the children in various ways, and the volunteers come along with us to help us to further our mission.
Okay. Now, a little bit about your backgrounds. Are both of you guys educators?
I am a school teacher, second grade teacher. I'm now a reading coach in Richmond School District 1, and I'm also an adjunct professor at the University of South Carolina.
Okay, now what do you teach?
I teach family dynamics and teaching reading and writing in early childhood.
Okay.
And as an educator, I am actually an RN. I have done some staff development. I teach policy and procedures. I'm also a school teacher, so I teach my children about their health. I teach them about different illnesses that they have, how to care for themselves, their parents, as well as their teachers. And I'm also a healthcare administrator.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the schools back home. Now, I don't want to speculate or take what I see on TV. So tell us about the schools.
That's a great question that you ask, because that's one of our passions also, is to empower the people who live here in our community, to let them know what it's like to live in Zambia. Because as you said, many people have stereotypes about what they think and what they believe it is like to live in African countries. And that was also another reason why the event was so meaningful, because it opened people's eyes to see the culture and the people and really the modern ways that we live back home. One of the schools that we work with was a private school called Sunshine, and they do very well. You have parents who bring their children to school because it's private school. You have large classroom sizes, maybe about 25 students to a class. That school goes from the baby class, as they call them, all up until 9th, 10th grade. We also work with Shantumbu, that's a community school. That school is basically a building, a brick building, and in one corner they teach one grade, and then in another corner they teach another grade. And so that one will be considered in a rural community where the children will walk to school. They may come barefoot. Many of those children are considered vulnerable, which means either one or both of their parents have passed away. And then we also have Lazarus Community School, which is a school that is based off of a church who realized that a lot of the children in that particular community needed a school. And so the church has helped to fund and build a building for the students. So you have students that come to school in the morning, and then you have afternoon sessions where students also come to school in the afternoons.
Okay. Now, how can the community get involved with what you guys are doing? How can we help, or what are you looking to, volunteers? Tell us a little bit about how we could get involved.
There are various aspects that somebody can be involved in. We are seeking for volunteers to go with us to give of themselves. And my sister is speaking from a teacher, a classroom teacher perspective. But as a registered nurse and healthcare administrator, my passion outside of educating is also the children. So my role this year would be going to teach the girls about how to care for themselves, because that is a taboo topic of conversation. But because I'm a nurse, I can have an open conversation about it. One of our volunteers is a retired military, and her hobby is sewing. So she's going to go and teach the young girls about sewing, because our goal is to educate also the children. The teachers do the professional development, but on the children's side, we want to encourage their education through teaching them things inside the classroom as well as outside the classroom. So, for example, if somebody's a barber and they'd like to go, they like to show the guys how to cut each other's hair, how to care for their clippers. Things like that is educating the child as well, which is vital for the child's growth and for their development. So volunteering is one way. One of the things we also would like to do is, my sister is passionate about reading. She's a reading coach. So we want to provide a library. Shantumbu Community School has an average of about 65 to 85 children in that one building. So there are some needs we can meet there, but there's some other needs we can meet at the Lazarus Project, which is four rooms where the teachers teach 2 different grades, one in the morning and one in the evening. They need books, and that's an area my sister would like to have a library, as well as one of the orphanages that we work with called Matthew 25. That Mother Longway takes care of about 20-something children who have no parents. And it would be great for us to provide some books there. We're looking for books that the children can relate to. We prefer the books with children that have brown children that they can relate to. Nonfiction as well is great. Books that are relevant, not books that were from 1891 that have no relevance to the children. So helping us do book drives and fundraising to send the books, because we're going to establish that now. And even though we take trips every even year, so our next trip is 2018, we would like to still send some books maybe later this year or next year, 2017. That way they'll have plentiful books. And then also helping us, support us to do our next event, A Village and Then Some, next year. We'd like to make that an annual event. We're always looking for people that have a heart to give back, because those that will be coming with us will be going to provide a service to the teachers and to the children and to those that support the schools that we work with.
Right. Now, if I get my passport and I'm coming, now do hotel arrangement, what's the cost involved? Or, do they have to pay for their hotel? Tell us a little bit about how that works.
I would defer to my sister because she's on the business side of A to Z.
Oh, should they call you to get the details?
They can call me to get the details, because what I will tell you right now is not going to be the same in 2018.
Right.
The team has been chosen at this point for our 2016 team, which leaves May 28th. I can tell you that part. We'll be going for about 20 days. We have made arrangements in the past if somebody can only stay 2 weeks. However, we also include a cultural immersion, which is Victoria Falls. Have you heard of that?
No.
Okay. Victoria Falls is kind of like Niagara Falls times 10.
Okay.
Okay. And so we have the opportunity to take those that come with us to experience the culture as well. So we go to Victoria Falls. We go one of the weekends, where that's the first weekend or the second weekend. So we'd like for you to at least go 2 weeks so you'll be able to experience that. The accommodations relating to the mission are taken care of by A to Z. We take care of all that. We try to be an agent as well to assist with the passports. Because we are a 501c3 organization, we encourage anyone to do different types of fundraising. And those that also donate, that's another way to help us. Those that donate will receive the benefits of having given money, donated money to a 501c3. So you would receive a package. Say you're going in 2018 and your amount for the air travel, the lodging, and the food provided during the mission is X number amount. If you write letters, do any fundraising towards that, the individuals that assist you would get that, the benefit of assisting you with that. And that's how you take care of that. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, ladies, before I let you go, can you give us your web address and some contact information in case somebody wanted some more information?
Your turn.
You're on the business side. I'm on the teaching side.
All right. Our web address is a2z.org. On Facebook, we are at facebook.com/a2z.org.
Okay.
The email is America to Zambia, separated by dots. So america.to.zambia@gmail.com. However, on our website, we also have a link where it says contact us.
Mm-hmm.
If you send the information there, it will come to us.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lusungu,
Yes.
Kondi,
Yes.
thank you for taking time to sit down with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.